Men will really be 34 years old, and on their Hinge profile it says figuring out my dating goals. Like, what more do you have to figure out? Transportation to the geriatric ward or like a Roth IRA? You're fucking 30.
Yeah, guys, you are 30. Come on, look at this woman. She's so distressed. You gotta do better, guys, you know? And the thing I love about this TikTok is there is a comment from a woman saying, as a woman in her 30s, I am also figuring this out. Life comes at you unexpectedly and unstoppably fast. To which the creator replies, oh, as a woman, do whatever you need to do. Right? If you're a woman in your 30s and you've been messing with all the bad boys, oh, no, you can do whatever you do, queen. But as a man, if you happen to peak at age 30, because we no longer live in the 17th century, where women will date you because of your character or potential, no, you are an old pig, and they don't want to touch you. Well, I think this woman can suck my mummified nuts. How about that? There is another comment. My mother is on a 9-year situationship. They are both in their 70s. My hell. My hell, gentlemen. How are we starting today's video? But before we continue to more women whining, welcome back to the desert. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. And now let's move on, gentlemen.
There's still men who are 30 years old who still think it's cool to have this like fuckboy persona and like fuck all these girls and like treat them horribly, and it's like, you like boys, you do, and like it's okay, but like you like boys, okay?
Oh, so now you're a homosexual if you are 30 and looking to have fun. According to this woman, she uses it as a slur for some reason. So interesting. You know, when they are in their 20s dating these exact men and dismissing the good ones, they don't have a problem with it. But now that they've hit the wall, now that it no longer benefits them, you have to switch to being a provider. Otherwise, they'll call you a homosexual. Very interesting. All right. Now, this one in particular is single. Well, let's see why she is single.
How are you still single? You're so pretty. What's happened that's made you be single? How many times have we heard that? The most annoying ick question in the world. If you're a guy and that's your first question off the bat, no woman likes that. But since a lot of you women that are following me ask me very respectfully, I think it's worth discussing, right? And I'm also super curious from y'all, how did y'all choose to be in this phase of life? Or how did you end up in this phase of life that brought us all together? And the short answer is, I choose to be. Getting into a relationship is not difficult for most women. It's getting into a relationship with a quality person that is a good fit for you that is difficult for most women. I've had a number of relationships in my life, and some of them have been positive, but a number of them have been fairly traumatic, to be honest. I've done a ton of work and a lot of therapy since I was 35. Now I have the skills to discern, like, if a man is healthy or not, which I love you men, but a lot of men are not healthy these days. Women are outpacing in education and self-help in a lot of areas in life, and men are struggling to catch up. This also isn't meant to be like a men bashing place. I love men. I think men are great. I would love to have a partner, but partner is the key word, where we are equals, where we add value to each other's life, where one isn't taking more than the other, and where there's loyalty, no lie.
Yeah, translation. Oh, I want to be equal. She wants the same authority without the accountability. Right? Don't pretend for a fucking second that you're gonna admit your mistakes, that you're gonna be equally as accountable and responsible as him. Monetarily wise, you're not gonna be equals as well, alright? Men always get the present of like socks or a tie for their birthday. If for her birthday you don't do the most whimsical experience ever, she's gonna fall out of love and the spark is gone, alright? So you have to treat her like a princess. Will she treat you like a king, gentlemen? Will she like wash your feet when you come from work and have the meal already cooked? Hell no. But she'll expect that sort of treatment from you. Like, just don't expect, don't tell us that relationships are 50-50, because as men, we are the first ones who know they aren't. Yet at the same time, you want the same authority. You want me to you want to be the one leading the relationship. Not gonna happen.
No lying, no cheating. When I was 30, I moved back to Austin, but first I booked a solo trip to Bali and traveled around Southeast Asia for 3 months, and my boyfriend at the time broke up with me because of it. He said he was gonna go with me, and then he decided he didn't want to, and then he said it was too much for me to go by myself, so he broke up with me. 3 months later, he
definitely banged 5 to 10 people in that trip, I can tell you.
Was engaged with a baby on the way. That's a story for another time. I've just always chosen my friends, my life, my career, my happiness over dimming my light. At the end of the day, I'm looking for someone that has the whole package, not going to waste my time or energy, and certainly not going to have children with someone that doesn't deserve all of that from me. If you have any other questions, drop them below. I'm also super curious, like, why are y'all single in 38, 41, 30? Like, what's
Yeah, so she's single because of extremely high, undeserved expectations. That's why. Now, green flags, she says she doesn't hate men, she in fact loves them. That's a green flag at this point, a woman not despising and hating 50% of the population. But red flags, too picky and has nothing to offer. She's attractive for her age, but that's as far as it goes. And just simply looks don't cut it anymore, ladies. You know, you're one of these very modern and independent women. She probably talks about what was it? The intelligence crap word. What was it? Emotional intelligence. Probably brings that up constantly, or calls everything that she doesn't like toxic. Probably, according to her, 90% of her previous boyfriends are narcissists, and she listens to these women on TikTok that give out crap advice. So just terrible partner all throughout. But at the same time, she wants the 10 out of 10 A game man. Delusional. But talking about TikTok coaches slash gurus, let's check on them, guys. Let's check on what they are giving out as wisdom.
One of the most powerful things that you can possess as a woman is the ability to walk away from any person, any situation, any job, any relationship, because you know that you are way too good than anything else that's going on around you. This is a self-love thing. This is a self-power thing. This is you saying, you know what? With or without this situation in my life, I'm good. With or without this person in my life, I'm gonna be okay.
Oh, women are already in their feminine energy, very powerful. Because it just so happens that most women will dismiss a man the second they find a better option, the second he quote-unquote malfunctions, the second he doesn't bring his A game. Alright, so they're already very good at that.
I don't need you to be happy. I can be happy on my own. I don't need this job to make me. I can be good on my own. I don't need this other person to bring me anything in my life that I can't give to myself. I'm not going to put up with your bullshit because I know that I can go and find better elsewhere. It is the trap of thinking that if I leave this person, if I leave this situation, I'm not going to find better elsewhere. And that's what keeps us in a circle of toxicity, whether it be work, relationships, whatever it may be. When you truly cultivate the power of knowing that you can walk away from any situation and that you will find better, that's when your whole life's going to change. That's when you draw real power to you. And that's when good energy always follows you day in and day out, and new doors open for you and new possibilities open for you. Once you know that you're good on your own, you're unstoppable. You can do anything in this world.
Yeah, you are unstoppable. So what happens when an unstoppable object, what was it, means an immovable object, or something like this? Talking about the wall, well, they crash into it, right? Oh, I'm powerful, I'm unstoppable. No, you're gonna meet the wall and stay there forever with this attitude of yours. But anyway, gentlemen, I've had enough of these dating coaches, not gonna lie. I was already willing to move on to article story because these women give me a headache. So let's go there, gentlemen. This is the season for giving, gentlemen, and what I'm giving you is an episode of Single Mothers, exclusively on Patreon for free. You just need to be a member, which costs nothing. And as a free member, you can get this video, guys. We have tears, we have regret, we have women thinking that the grass was greener elsewhere, but now they are left alone. So subscribe for free to my Patreon, and you'll be able to see that video and another one I have also posted. And you tell me about this situation. I want to kiss my best friend so badly. I'm 37 male and she is 31 female. We have been best friends for about a year, but have been friends for nearly 4 years in total. We have been through a lot of things together, and we always end up coming to each other for relationship advice and healing from our previous partners. She is my safe place. Excuse me. I'm not sure why or how this is coming up within me, but for some reason I cannot get it out of my brain that all roads were always meant to lead to her. It scares me as if this is coming out of nowhere for me, but she's all I think about. I'm terrified to broach the subject. We are not the type to verbalize our feelings like that, and I'm bad at words when it comes to her. I get visibly shaky, shy, red, sweat on my hands and knots in my stomach when I think about it in front of her. I'm positive that if we did kiss, it will spark something majestic. We've had this unspoken attraction about us for months, and it is more intensified lately than ever before. She is the most amazing woman, mother, person and friend that I have ever met. If I made a list of what I wanted in a woman, she exceeds it. I'm a Scorpio and she is a Capricorn. We have recently been discussing astrology and have learned we have serious compatibility potential, but we have never crossed any lines beyond friendship or even discussed it. Bro, you're a Scorpio and she's a Capricorn. What are you waiting for? You know, life is giving you all the signs. You're so compatible romantically. Wow. And I just checked on Scorpios today. This month you're gonna exceed at work also. Just all the good things, guys. My hell. We recently started hugging and saying I love you. It's a huge deal for her because she never ever puts herself out there. The next time we hug, I want to look into her eyes and tell her how I feel. With the kiss I've been wanting my whole life. His whole life, ever since he was born. Just didn't know it yet. Is there a good... okay. Is there a good scenario, place, date, time, etc. to make this happen? Is there ever a situation where talking about it beforehand could ruin it and prevent the progression to more than friends? I want to just do it. But sponsored by Nike, I presume. But also don't want to if she's not feeling it. I know tons of guys use this as a gateway to try and hook up. But this is not that, and we are both very attractive people. Also, I've been in 2 other relationships with a very similar landscape, 5 years and 4 years of dating, and we were best friends beforehand 4 years. It hurts to lose the friendships a lot, but we were younger and they weren't meant to be forever people in my life and vice versa. Something always seemed to be missing, but this time there's nothing missing and all the ingredients of a healthy and loving relationship are there. Thanks for reading, he says. Alright, what do you think, guys? Let's check on some of the comments. First one here says, honestly, as a woman who has been that friend, I hated how much those guys thought kissing me would spark something. I was so not looking at them that way at all, and then it was awkward and ruined our friendship. I friend zone people for a reason. I'm not interested in them. Everyone's situation is different, and if you read on the connection is right, if your read on the connection is right, it might be a fairy tale worthy experience. But I won't lie, from my own projection of reading this, I felt like, wow, that dude is gonna get his heart broken. So I hope it works out. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. Most women, this is how men operate, right? Because they really don't need much. Women just want a companion, someone that is friendly and someone they have a good time with, someone that is relaxed. So this is why men a lot of the times fall for their friends. While for women, guys, if they wanted to take it a step further, they will have let you know, right? So in most instances, and there have been multiple studies done about this, I'm sure you've read them, where it turns out most men are attracted to their female friends, and women are simply not. Now, they could keep you as a plan B. This is why women always have backup options, because they have like 5 friends who like them, but they really don't feel anything more, or they would have brought it up. Another one says, I'd be horrified if my best platonic friend just kissed me without my consent. Talk to her first to make sure she really does feel the same way about you. Another one also advising, talk to her first. Definitely don't kiss her without her consent. I love the idea of being swept away with your feelings, but don't forget about consent. I'm sure she'll appreciate that. And let's read one last one. Don't. You're both going to regret it. You must keep the fantasy in your head only. Trust me, she doesn't feel the same. And I agree with that, gentlemen. We'll end the video right there. I absolutely agree with that last statement. Men, we tend to think that, oh, she's being friendly and showing attention, she must like me. No, that's all you need to have feelings for her, because again, men really don't want the perfect 10 out of 10 woman. They want the simplest things in life. But women don't feel the same way. And if they thought of you as that man that is going to change their lives, they will have done something about it, excuse me. But gentlemen, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.